Oh, wow, this is all wrong now, isn't it? Hello, Caleb. How you going, mate? Hello, Skylar. How you doing? Oh, yes. Yeah, I got my standing desk set up again. It was getting a little bit tiresome to... the hand position with the keyboard was getting a little bit annoying, so I figure why not just change the height of the desk, right? Let's do a game though while we're at it. Perfect Dark? Time Crisis? No. Hello, Dottie. Me too, Dottie. So I just went and bought a camera arm to fit to my desk, so I can raise and lower the desk, but the camera arm is really shit. Like, you can see how much the camera's shaking. So it's not Time Crisis, it's not Perfect Dark. What is this thing? It is somewhere in 98. Time Splitters, maybe? Yeah, there you go. 2000, okay, yeah. Not quite. All right. But I realized that my setup is all kinds of wrong. So now my screen is here, which is also where the camera is and the light. So when I'm looking at the screen, I'm staring right into the light. So this is all wrong. I should have thought about this before I started the stream, shouldn't I? Maybe I could move everything to the right, but that's going to be really upsetting for people, isn't it? If I do this, it's going to be all wrong and people will be kind of confused, right? Wow, Haplo, thank you so much. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much. So is this camera thing going to confuse everyone? Because the camera is now down here. It would be a what, for sure? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh. If I mirror my camera, that doesn't put the camera in the bottom right corner. That just mirrors the image in the camera though, right? This thing will still be on the right side. And I can obviously not mirror the picture because, well, I mean, you know why. I could swap my screens around. Yeah, but if I mirror the whole screen, then everything, you know, you get it. You get it. What are we gonna do? Then the setup is all kinds of wrong. I didn't think about this, did I? Yeah, we can't do this to viewers, okay? This is upsetting the world order, right? If we do this. No one reads the screen anyway. No, that's true. What should we do then? All right, let's just... all right, okay. So this was a new setup. This was a new attempt. My old setup was kind of over here. And this is now the video recording setup. It's really annoying, isn't it? I'd be in the middle, right? So I'm like here, okay? And then the cold will be around me. I think that'd be weird. Although I could just move the camera off the screen so the camera's over here, then it doesn't bother me, and then I just hide the chat, and now I can see all the text, right? You guys and your solutions. Transparent terminal where you full screen behind it. Oh god, no. Do you think anyone wants to see this? The best cursor thing would be if the camera was bound to the text cursor. That would be pretty funny for about 10 seconds. And then jump scare. I should chuck a Dave at you, right? Dave scare. Disembodied floating head. Well, then we have to do green screen, and Toggle doesn't do green screen or normally talk about himself in third person because that's weird. Okay, maybe I'm already getting tired in my back. All right, I'm just gonna sit down now and see where the night takes us. Okay. Checking all the cabling. I haven't done this before. Cables are fine. All right, so it's a little bit easier with the light now. Yeah, I figured it was easier to get the standing desk working and using that. I moved my entire setup again instead of buying clamps for my table to mount my keyboard on because the keyboard was too high up, right? Yeah, I thought I did that. So I raised the desk to the max, cabled everything, and I thought this is fine. But then I thought, is there ever going to be an issue when you lower it? Probably not. But then I had like a moment of concern as I lowered the desk. I've got a lot of XLR cable here as well. Just throw that onto the side. So cable management wise, this thing is actually less horrible than it was, but it's still pretty bad. I think we should be good though. I do need a coaster. I'll use my phone as a coaster. Yeah, I kind of wanted to put everything into one sort of joined ribbon, but I haven't got that far yet. I bought this camera arm today. Thinking, you know what, we mount the camera to the desk and everything should be fine, which is why the angle is now a little bit top down because the camera's sort of coming over the monitor, but the arm was pretty bad. All right. Okay. All right, but now I have easy access to all of these things. Is everything has this weird trade-off, right? You kind of lose out on either one thing or another. Now, on the other hand, I just realized that the microphone isn't even in the picture and it is very close to me. You can just about see the little fuss down there. But yes, okay. Should we do a little bit of a review of the PR that came in last night? How do I spell GitHub again? All right. Everything needs to twist a little. GitHub.com. All right, let's have a look. We have one PR. Yeah, I went and got a 3-meter cable for the keyboard. Now, the cable that comes with the keyboard was too short. Well, I really wish I could have extensions for everything. God, look at this. Look at this thing. Why is it doing that? Oh, if you click on a message, it leaves it. Okay, how do you get rid of it? Okay, there you go. Yeah, the hover, but when you hover away from it, but if you click it, then it leaves the hover there. So you have to click away from it, right? You have to click somewhere else for it to unhover. It's all screwy Louis. So yeah, if I could, I would have had my computer somewhere else, and then all long cables ribboned up through either through the walls or through gutters. But you can't really have super long DisplayPort cables, right? Doesn't work. And I have a monitor on the other side of the room, and I have like an HDMI to DisplayPort cable that's really long. But if you look closely at that monitor, the resolution is terrible, right? Well, it's not terrible, but there's definitely artifacts from it, right? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about, but that doesn't really solve it, right? Yeah, I think what I have is just not great. But I bought it because I thought I could build some extension, and also the camera can't have too long USB-C cable as well, right? Yes, pull requests. A lot going on here. So we're gonna. I want to clone this thing. Wait, 5 files changed. Let's have a look. Yes, this thing we're okay with. Okay, this is what we have. This is what they are adding. Suddenly I had a brain fart. They're getting the expansion mods parts in September, so that's well, it's a long wait, but at least they're getting you one though. That's good. Oh, this camera arm is not. This is not right. All right, we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. Fair enough, D3. Yeah, every now and then you gotta mix it up, right? But really, it's just so I can lower the desk a little bit more than, just slightly lower than my earlier desk, just so my arms aren't a slight angle up, right? Yeah, stuff happens, and I wouldn't blame a company for that. Although if you say that it happened a lot to a lot of people, then maybe the company isn't entirely innocent, right? All right, odd vibe today, but let's go ahead with this thing. Okay, so we're gonna have a button. That's the whole code we're gonna review. Then 2 templates. Why is there a button? Oh, button and buttons. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we should move this into button instead, but I'm not gonna make him change it. Now I understand why he wanted the increment decrement thing, where he wanted the button to output a unit. I understand now. But where's the button code? So this is the button state. Why do we need this in focus? On key. Oh, so if it's focused, I mean, that has nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's for visual, some visual aspect of it. But suddenly I'm drawing a blank when it comes to how GitHub works. Why are we moving this? That doesn't need to be there. Ah, fair enough. I still think it's part of their quality assurance, right? So I wanted to set up this. I mean, I don't know how much you can do, right? Yeah, we're probably gonna skip that move. Why is it showing it as removed here and added here? Let me get back to you on that one, Doddy. I need to improve error messages and stuff as well in the template. Am I comparing the diff in the wrong order? This is my code. This is their code, right? The right-hand side would be their code. They have added the ID thing here because I wouldn't have added that. Yeah, but that implies that he removed this thing as well. I'm just wondering why. You know, I'm asking why is it showing this thing as being removed on the left-hand side? Red doesn't mean removed, it's edit. But yeah, let me just have a look at my code on my end here. Change as the old row removed and the new row changed as added. Yeah, we had to ban the word viewers just because of the bots, right? So we just say visitors or users instead, right? Diff format itself shows remove then add, and the diff viewers. Oh, diff viewers. Then those interchanges. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a look at the backend TUI screen and see. So we have disable mouse capture here. Yeah, so this was removed. And cubable command is not there either. Yeah, it happens. And then the line was changed to this. So this I don't understand. Why would we remove this and then add it down there specifically for Windows? I don't get that. Do I have any warnings in here? No. Oh my god, now the cable is getting in on the other side of the screen. Hang on, I can use this thing to prevent that from happening. Okay, finally this desk is, you know. Okay, so I don't know if you have any kind of API for this thing. When I first got this desk, people wanted to do that, but I think that's just going to be confusing. And also, I'm going to have to control the desk height based on how I'm feeling in my back more than anything. Oh my god, this cable. I will love you to death if you just stay put, okay? Maybe I can't wire the cable behind the desk because then I can't move the microphone to the other side. And it keeps slipping in under the enter key. And I can't thicken up the cable with like duct tape or something because that's going to be visible in the shot for the videos. Oh, well, you know what? The problem's right. I just don't get why would we remove this, and why is cubable command removed, and I don't get a warning. Which file is this? There's two. No, we don't want that. We want the screen. Fish. Cod? Well, no, tuna, obviously. Tuna is probably the best fish, right? It tastes good raw, it tastes good cooked. It's versatile. Swordfish is pretty good, but you don't want to name anything that has anything to do with computers by the name swordfish, right? It does not seem to be a logical change, right? Because we have the cubal command in here. Yeah, so we're queuing up to hide the cursor. What is that? We can't remove cubal command. Oh, that one didn't exist, maybe. No, it did. Honestly, I am really confused by this. I'm really confused by this. So which branch am I on? I'm on dev. Right, and I haven't committed everything yet. So let's do that. This is in runtime events. We're not going to touch that yet. And not that either. Oh, I see, Skylar. That's interesting. That might be why. Clearly, it's the perfect height. Yeah. That's the runtime. I should have just done a git log, shouldn't I? This one, however, I think we want, yes. And this. Oh, that's really annoying then, that it becomes a Windows specific. Yeah, this setup is a mistake. But we'll just go with it for now. Yeah, it's using Windows. Yeah, no, his changes make sense. His changes makes sense for Windows, right? Yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this thing, and I'm not gonna merge his changes yet. Then, so they're fine, and I understand why he wanted a unit for the button now. But then it would be better to send the button value as the incrementer. So I think maybe I will make that suggestion. It's really pleasant to look in this direction when right over there, there's a really bright light shining into my face. I would have rather looked in this direction, but yeah. All right, enough crying about this stuff. If only I would have been allowed to mount these things in the ceiling. My goodness, life would have been easier. The main document, no, only component reloads, which is why I always set the. Let me do this. which is why I always load a component as the first thing I do. Where's my, there you go, right? There's my document. So I always load a component, right? It's bloody warm in here as well for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, I think we need to go and change the t-shirt soon. Okay, then what do we do? I need the light there for the video setup. Because I need the side light. I wonder if I can twist that light. I do have a grid on. I think I can twist that light a little bit without us losing anything. Hopefully that didn't like get too dark. I guess what we could have done... No, we can't because we need components, right? Maybe we could have treated the document as a component in and of itself, maybe, but that would be quite a lot of work to change all that, and I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, so hot reload is part of the document. So you have to do document.hot document. I can't work like this. If you do this, then it won't hot reload anything. This is super gross and not like very ergonomic. Everything kind of have to turn. Maybe I can move the screens around a little. I'll have to move myself a little, maybe like this. Oh yeah, no, the mouse pad is in the way. Whose bloody idea was it to buy a super large mouse pad now? Whose idea was that? All right, then the camera can move. All right, we'll go with this for now. Yeah, so if I sort of have a wish list. I started on one the other day. I don't think that we're gonna add any more functionality before the jam. So if you're depending on something that isn't there today, then you can't really depend on it. Shit, is my chair too crappy as well? Hang on. Maybe everything can be lower. Long time since I could reach the floor. Now, I just, of course, no, this is super gross. I absolutely hate this. I want the text to be this region of the screen. Hello, Prevan, how you doing? Oh, this is so crappy, isn't it? That is not natural. This is natural. This part here is what I want to look at, right? Are you going to LaravelCon? No, so my wish list is just the wish list I got from other people. Things that other people want. Yeah, that would be super useful, Skylar. I like I said the other day, I'm impressed with how much you understand of the project. And I appreciate that you've been helping a lot of people who's asking questions. There was a Laravel conference earlier this week and it was really nice. Oh, so you went to one, or was it just nice in general because you think it was nice? Then I'm gonna park this. YouTube's not reality. Oh man, I'm having a day. I'm having a day. So I guess really where we left off last time was that horrific code that we had. We had the global event stuff, this thing here. This entire code block is gross. And I would like to simplify this. And I wonder if we can, right? I wonder if we can. Man, how nice it would be if everything was over here. Maybe if I move the camera to be there. But that doesn't change where the monitor is. All right, we're gonna end up back where we started some years ago, aren't we? Okay. At least it's nice to be able to have the camera attached to the desk for once. But this cheap arm was definitely not good. All right, okay. Let's see. So what can we do about this code? I just can't. I just can't stare into the sun. Okay. I can't work like this. All right. All right, I'm gonna upset the stream today. All right, I'm sorry, people. I know this is horrifying for you, but this is what we have to do today. I can't look at the code over there where you guys are. It's too confusing. Which cheap arm? Oh, it's some really cheap brand camera desk arm. Let's go and look at Amazon. And it's probably this. No, it's not. Actually, this would have been good. And about the same price. What's the max weight this thing can do? You're not going to show me the max capacity? This would have been ideal, actually. Specifically for my cooking videos. Now I got something bullshitty like this. Although not this. Let me find one then. If you want to avoid it. It's not this, but this looks almost as bad. This looks like some serious clamps, but these joints are a bit weak. That I would never get. This thing I wouldn't trust for a second. It doesn't look particularly good at all. That I don't believe in for 2 seconds. There's no way. There's no way this is a good idea. Way too awful. Man, there's a lot of rubbish. See if I can find the one I have. Anything that looks like this, that has these joints, you should just straight up avoid. This could be good. This is what I should have gotten. Hello, survival. Why does it have to be named after a fish? It's like a Bobby Fischer thing. Yeah, all these things looks terrible. Just avoid fools. There's no way. There's no way that this would work. This camera is made. This is the real size of the camera. If this is working, right? Yeah, there you go. Something like this. Just avoid all of these things. All of this can be avoided. The only thing that you should consider, oh my god, the only thing you should consider is this one. Something like that looks like this. Because it doesn't have a joint where it could bend, right? And really interesting in with the fish theme, right? Exactly. You know what that is. You know what that arm is, and you push it and it's just gonna collapse, right? Rubbish. And then you want to strap some hundreds of dollars worth of camera gear to it. Nah, I don't think so. Ooh, graphical glitches happening. Interesting. Okay, so this code, this is my arch nemesis right now. All this code. And I came up with a way of solving this through closures, but that wasn't good. It went alright mundane. So most of the stuff is there. There are some particulars that can be better, but in general, I say this is fine to use now. That only works if you have a really tall pile of books, because my camera is now all peeking over the monitor. And I don't think I have that many books. I can't read, you know. How can we sort of shrink this thing into... crush this thing. How can we compress this thing into fewer lines of code? So this is the only thing that's changing. We want access to a dynamic component with these things. We could start by putting these together into one thing. I know, Intricate. It's very awkward to be on this side. But I didn't... So this looked like an alright setup on paper. But once the lights were active or up, I didn't realize that I'd be staring into a lamp reading the code. Not to mention that I kind of had to twist all the time. But if I move this screen to the right, this could be okay. Although I don't actually have the cable length to pull that off. That's a problem when I raise the desk. Coding like you're a bad. Feels like walking around with your shoes on different feet. Yeah. Staring at the sun itself doesn't sound too bad. I reckon it could be uncomfortable. I don't have the cable length. I mean, maybe that's something that you say. I, on the other hand, don't say anything. It's just the sound of me crying. Okay. So maybe we start by making this into a singular object, a singular context that we can produce that stores all this information, right? So all of this goes into one beautifully boring context, which means we're gonna do it just for the blur thing here, right? Just for the blurs. And then we're gonna call this thing lol context because I have no other name for it right now. And we need to attach some lifey timies. So it looks like we have the runtime and the blueprint. And elements wants tree and blueprint. Okay. Untyped context wants runtime, which I guess can be the tree. And this one wants the runtime, which will also be the tree. All right, and how long should we be borrowing this thing for? Probably not the tree though. That should probably be something else. That should just be for this, for the duration of the state. So that one is unique in and of itself. So the lol context is gonna go into our any blur. Here we go, right? We have 3 lifetimes here. Somewhere I can find a comma, I don't know. How you doing, Russ? How come the LOL context isn't available? Probably because we don't expose that. Is it the layout that has all these contexts? No. What? It's components. Well, that's public. I haven't done the GIFs yet. But that's a good point. We should probably add that to... yeah, there's a lot of changes, Russ. I'm still finding my way around. I'm still finding my way around all this. I think I need to... I'm gonna keep moving. I'm not happy with the setup. There's so much wrong with everything. Why is this not working? Why can't we get the LOL context? No, I did not, did I? Oh, you idiot. Okay. A shower curtain? How do you get that it's a shower curtain, Nick? It's clearly a dressing gown. I don't understand you young people. Right, so let's import, pimple, nothing. Let's just make these public so I don't have to deal. All right. No, come here. That is pretty good. It is a wall. It's a wall with some lights and crap. Oh, someone needs to shave. It's gonna look a bit homeless here. Okay, so what if we just expose the component and this thing through a closure then? That could be pretty tight. Yeah, I didn't love that either. Yeah, we'll move me back, okay? I'll take one for the team here. All right, I'll take one for the team. That's all right. Okay, so we have to do this. Wait, you have a blueprint lifetime requirement, which means you have to have that. I think it's too weird when it's like that, right? I don't know how I'm gonna move things around. I wish I had like someone who had like a good eye for setting up these things that could do this for me, but you know, you gotta figure out things yourself as well, I reckon. There's something off with the chair as well. I feel like I don't belong in this room right now. How you doing, Temporis? How you doing, buddy? All right. I'm gonna go and swap to a t-shirt. This is just too warm. Is this a t-shirt? This isn't mine, is it? No. All right. So, oh, I'm sorry, we're done there already. But if anyone has any code that they want me to review, any Rust code that they wrote, we can look at that. Dynamo D3, what? I don't think that's a thing, Space Node, but that should be a thing. There should definitely be a ChatGPT room layout thing. Should we try cat? All right, let's chat. So, can you please fix the problem I have? Of course, please describe the problem you're facing and I'll do my best to help you. Well, it's a bit embarrassing. No need to feel embarrassed. I'm here to help and collect all the data. Our conversation is completely anonymous. For now. My room needs help. Hello, Shivix. How you doing, buddy? How you going? Ooh, Cat Go would be a funny name. I can help with that. What specific issue are you facing in your room? Are you looking for organization tips, cleaning advice, or ideas for redecorating? Yes. Yes, the last one. I need my room to be set up for video recording in one place and a streaming setup in another place. That sounds like a fun project. I get so excited when it's so emotional and involved with what we're doing. Here are some tips to help you set up your room for both video recording and streaming. Video recording. Choose a spot with good natural light. No, you should not choose a spot with good natural light. You should choose a spot with no light because you have to control the light. Or where you can control the lighting. Okay, fine, I'll finish reading the sentence. But yeah. Consider a clean background or a backdrop that fits your style. But what is my style? This area should be comfortable and equipped with your streaming gear. It can be more casual. Viewers will see you in real time. Hang on. Oh, what? Softbox lights and ring lights. Get out of here. Okay, you know what? I'm already done with this thing. But invest in good lighting for both areas. Well, which one is it? Soft diffuse lights works well for video recording, while adjustable lights can help during streaming. All right, let's do this. When should you use ring lights in photography. This is the answer. Beauty and makeup photography. When you have people who are a lot younger than me, have nice clean skin, and you have a makeup artist, then maybe you want to chuck a ring light in there, okay? Not for portrait photography, and certainly not for video recording and streaming. Come on, man. Anyway. I did that, Wairu. So I have this room pung, right? That I created, that I measured everything out with. So this is where I'm sitting right now, but I'm using this desk. And this desk is over here. And this room is a POS because we have all this wasted space in because of this thing. And I can't stress this now. But I'm not gonna live here. I'm moving at some point. So I know why. So yeah, and this camera is kind of here now. Actually, we're kind of closer in here, so we are maximizing more of the space. So physically, the setup is fine, but it's just not right. You also have a horrible space in your room that makes it impossible to use it. All right, so we kind of have something going for us here, though, so we're going to continue this. I just wish that it wasn't so shit, right? See, that's what I want. That's what I said to my wife. Wherever we go, I don't care where we live or where we are, as long as I have my room that I can do up the way I want it to be done, and I don't have to worry about the stupid artifacts in the room that makes it impossible to work with, right? So we'll see what happens. And I was explicitly not allowed to mount things in the ceiling because we're not gonna stay here forever. I know. Welcome to the Discord, Nancy. Fiber internet. Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given. I gotta be able to do things, right? Okay, where is the global event? Here we go. So this is what we want to be able to do, right? We can have the widget and state ID in here, couldn't we? I just put blinds over the windows, you'll be fine. You know what I could do? No, forget about this now. Get make with the coding. Okay. So we could do this where we have a widget ID. Right? Do we have a mutable reference to self here? What's this thing? Certainly do, right? And then we'll do a widget ID. Yes. And we're not going to return anything here. So then we do, okay, so we do a component thing, right? Component with component. That's a name I like. Yeah, so let's fix that. No. So where we use the tree here, Oh no, I forgot that one. There we go. And this tree becomes self. Like that. It's a lifetime. Not sure I follow. Okay, so we need to bring all this in. Oh, attribute storage needs to be passed in here as well. Oh, why does it feel like I'm doing something I've done before? So we've probably done this sometimes before, haven't we? Yes, yes we have. And therein lies the rub, doesn't it? We need an additional lifetime for this. No, that's an argument. No. Okay. You're just gonna be like that then, are you? No, 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 don't do that. Okay. Okay, so we have the attribute storage in there. Then we need states as well. And this thing is certainly gonna get a little bit wonky now. We need all of this. And I think we did this last time and it didn't work then. And I don't know why I think it's gonna work now, but we're gonna do it nonetheless. So we need the widget ID and the state ID. Okay, so that worked, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work yet. We're gonna have a closure. And that's where this thing fell flat last time, because I didn't want to unpack all this, but we'll try it this time. Ship. My daily reminder. All right, and then you need to be generic overref. Okay, so here's where things are gonna get a little bit funky. We're gonna have a lol context here with some anonymous lifetimes. If I could just press the right button. Okay, so we should be able to call f lol now, and all is well. However, we also need to do this dine business, and that's where things are gonna get a little bit funky. Okay. This might be a thing. Not complex at all, Virus. So this is the thing. I want to write up some quote unquote recipes for Anathema in the guide. Things like, how do I communicate with the runtime outside of the runtime? If you want to do network programming, and that would of course be through the emitter. How do I communicate between components? And that can either be through the emitter or through associated events, and things like that, right? I think making examples will probably be, they should be pretty lightweight because they have to be maintained, right? And if we have like a complex app, first of all, people are not going to dig into complex applications as examples, right? I think in general, people don't, right? It has to be, it's better to have many small examples than a couple of really big ones, because you are looking for an example that solves your particular problem, and then you kind of dive into that code, right? What do you have in mind though, right? I'm intrigued to hear what you have in mind. Well, I mean, you could obviously make many small examples if you wanted to, right? That I wholeheartedly support that notion, right? Okay, so should we create tree? Yeah, and I think if you look at the basic example here, this is very basic. We should probably organize the templates in per example name. So yes, animate is a little bit more complex, but not by much. Once you understand the basic example, this code is not really relevant, then you kind of understand this part. So the only thing that is complex is this code here, right? I mean, you don't have to understand the easing function, for instance. Can see forever. Did you find a font that you like? It was a good find, the font you shared the other day. So then here we could do tree dots, and then what do we call this thing? With component. Oh shit. Yeah, so this is where things are gonna... Wait, why did that work? I don't like it when things are suddenly working. I mean, anything that you can display in the terminal survival. I think that's kind of an imagination limitation, right? The only thing that you cannot express today, layout-wise, that I can think of at the top of my head would be a table that sizes the cells by the largest cell. I think you need a 2-pass layout for a table. If you fix one of the dimensions, then it's fine, but that might not be the option, right? For that, Wairu, I think what we can do, or with hard coding, you certainly can. This is if you needed to resize itself around this larger cell, right? So if you want to make a grid where all cells in the grid has the same size as the largest cell in the grid, that's when it becomes a problem, because that's when we have to do multiple passes, right? I should have seen what I was doing last night. I'm so tempted to show you guys, but that's spoilers. Okay, so for these kind of things, if you guys build something with Anathema, we can, if you write sensible code, then there is no reason why we can't just have built with Anathema in the Anathema README file so people can see other projects. So instead of making an example, make the project and we link to the project instead, right? If they're bigger. It's not uncommon to do, right? So this works and it kind of solves the grossness, but it's at the same time. So I have to say sensible code is sort of a bit of a caveat, right? Because if you write really bad code, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you write like really bad code, then it's not helpful for people who look at it. I don't really have a good example, but well, for instance, if your code that you share with other people has things like lol context, then that's not really good, right? We should probably not have that. This is a little bit too chunky though, so I wonder if we can slap this stuff into its own thing as well. And we can make that here as part of this, so we have like a struct. Yeah, you'd love it. Okay, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. What if you have no idea what your code quality is? So, well, that's the thing. If you're open for code reviews, then and I look at the project and I go, yeah, this is a really cool project. Let's put it in the examples, right? But it's really difficult to say. I don't want to say to people, write whatever you want to do and I'll link to it in the README, because if someone goes, and here's my application promoting hate crimes, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to link to that, and now I feel bad, and you probably should feel bad. So yes, it is a little bit wider. It's a little bit like saying, if your code is terrible, I don't want to link to it because I don't want to promote that way of building. But this is not setting the bar high, okay? Hello, Ego. How you going? I'm all right. How you doing? How you doing this fine Saturday? This fine Saturday. All right. I don't know. I need more buttons on this thing. But yeah. No, if you write code like a sensible person, there's no reason not to. And if you do write code and I choose not to include your example, I don't want you to feel bad about that either, right? I want to have diversity in there, right? If you're building a game or you're building like a showcase dashboard or whatever, I mean, in most likelihood, I will link to it, right? It's not, you know. Let's go to cross term. I'm pretty sure, no, documentation, nothing. I'm pretty sure in the README, they're going to have like built with, used by something like this. Interested that they're linked to TUI, right? So, oh no, this is cross-term, not Ratatouille. Why is Ratatouille not in here? That's weird, but okay. Rusty Sloth. Rusty Rain? Oh. Ah, right, look at that. It is a bit weird. But they might not update these things. This hasn't been updated in 3 years as well, right? So let's just have a quick look at the source. There's a lot going on here, so you can kind of oh, they chucked their own email in there. I don't know if that's a good idea. Why would you do that? No one's going to see this and hire you through this. I'm reasonably confident, right? But yeah, so I mean, this just looks like your average programming, right? There's nothing untowards here. This is I would have included this thing, right? There's nothing weird here, other than the fact that they left the email in there. But and one of the options is crab, but you know. What's the telephone number there as well? Gender crab. This is pretty cool. We could totally build this into the canvas though. Let's have a quick look at it. I don't want to port this, but they also have context. And I just clicked on it. No, we're not looking at that, right? But yeah, so I would be happy to include like your projects in the README. I'm not setting the bar high here, right? I'm just saying if you write complete dumpster fire code and you don't let me review the code and suggest changes, then I probably won't include it. That would be that's how low we set the bar, right? You're not susceptible to feedback if there is any feedback, right? Windows 3D model viewer FBX format has an RCE, so it's disabled. Really? That's very neat. Pikachu? No. That was Squirtle, mate. What are you on about? Okay. I know all the Pokemons. You get to comment on my code when you send me a PR. No, but I think most of you don't have to worry about it, right? That's I can't stress this enough. This is not a concern you should have. Okay. It's cold, all right. Let's have a look, Enrico. Oh man, have you still not found it? Damn. I have I bought 4 cans the other day. All right, fine. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I just agreed to. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Oops, sorry. That one's fine. That's okay. Although it's quite expensive. Oh, that's half a kilo. I don't think there's half a kilo the ones I buy. I think they're less than that. Yeah, so I think I'm buying 184 grams. So you get 2 of these, and I'm sure that's fine as well. Forget the cocoa powder thing. They've destroyed the peanut flavor in there. How much is it in here? Why is this thing so expensive? Because there's a kilo of this stuff. But then again, you might as well get this one then, which is half a kilo for, well, I don't know. They're close. Either of these, right? Either of the ones that just has the PB2 on it. And I'm saying this because that's the only one I tried. So really, there isn't a lot. What's this one? Almond butter. Nah, piss off. I'm sure almond butter is fine, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking specific. There's only 2 then. What the hell? Then there's only 2 of them, right? Either this thing or this thing, right? This is the original PB2. No chocolate business in there, right? Pick one of those. I have no idea what I agreed to there, Space Nerd. And do we need to pass in the backend? Why are we passing in the backend here? Well, I mean, we are, maybe so. Apparently we are, right? Yeah, as long as it's PB2, right? I think is I can't speak to this because I don't know what this is, Enrico. I mean the one that I have is literally called PB2 and it looks like this. And I don't, I mean, there are of course regulations when it comes to food in the States. When it comes to things like workout, pre-workouts and supplements, then there are not the same regulations, I think. But I'm guessing PB2 is pretty well known. I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, I thought the departure mono was great, D3. I'm definitely keeping that. I might even use that for when I go through the jam, right? Okay. So can we make this event be the thing that we send in now? Okay, are we not calling global event? Where are we calling this from then? Okay, somewhere else. All right, okay, here we go. So let's just build up the event context here then. Oops. Oh my. Can you please format the code for me, you ghoul? There we go. Now, can we pass in event context here and get this working? All right, we need a curly bracket here. This is what we need. Okay, so now this thing takes an event context. Is the event on there as well? Sure is. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is really tiresome, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna change into standing desk shortly. Just gonna get through this nightmare. And we're not even at the real issue yet. Okay, we're getting to the real issue now. There was none. Alright. Okay, gotta keep an eye out on this screen cable now. Almost. Nope. There we go. Fix that problem. Maybe? Alright, I think this will do. I said and I kept raising it. Okay. Hello, Rod. Oh, this is a much better angle to look at, but we'll see how this pans out with everything else, right? There we go. Current winner on absolute density is Cascadia font for a vector font. Doesn't have bitmap fonts. Fair enough. Okay, so if we can do this, then we can just pass in event context here, okay? And get rid of this. So what was it that we had? So video this data, the We don't even need the back end here, do we? I mean, we have to chuck it in here now because of this. What are you talking about? Can't find A. This error message is dumb. This is nonsense. Yeah, this is more like it. So that will be event context. But why are these errors so bad? They are just wrong. Okay, I'll do this again. Without cable tie? I don't even have any cable ties. I have these things, the little Velcro bands, but I don't think that's gonna be good. I'm not sure how this even works. Nah, you can't even stretch this around. Shouldn't your university have resources for that, Zach? I generally try people's bad and terrible suggestions, right? That's how you find the joys in life, because not all of them are bad and terrible. Right? All right, so here we move the event context. Why don't we just pass a mutable reference to the event context then? Oh yeah, that's gonna pan out, all right, isn't it? But why is it saying that A and B can't be found? It's a freaking closure, man. Just why? You ghoul. What up, Skylar? No, this has nothing to do with the closure, right? This is not an error related to the closure. That's why, because I forgot a freaking comma, right? Go on, Skylar, what's up? So what context do we have? The untyped context. All right. I kind of feel like I'm waiting for a continuation here, Skylar. What's up? And I don't like ligatures. Well, I don't mind them. I just don't use them. It doesn't make you take like a chicken, tell yourself. So monospace is bad, yeah. It's all good, lol. Alright, so at the end of internal run, we return a call to internal run. This happens every time we hot load. There is not other return except return on internal. So I recommend moving this call out of the internal run into run. You can try it if you want, Skylar. You can submit a PR, right? Although I'm messing around with the runtime code now, so that might not be the bestest of ideas, right? Oh man, my back is cracked. Oh shit, what time is it? Alright, no, we're good. We got time. I have to make some chicken tinga today. I'm very excited about that. Not excited about touching raw chicken, as you all know, but it's worth it. Yeah, we can let's tackle the internal run after this has been cleaned up though, alright? But keep that in mind, don't forget about it, right? I do want to revisit that, because that whole thing was pretty much a terrible hack. Can't do that. But, yeah, although not too much has happened, lol, right? So you shouldn't be in for too much of a wild ride to get back into it. So we're not even using that, right? Why is this even a thing? This one is probably a copy type, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's not worry about that. First borrow. Later used by call. Second mutable here on line 62. No, 62. Shoe. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess Rust has a little bit more overhead with like the borrow checker and stuff. So there would be a difference to that. Should we kind of sneak the camera into the side of the monitor maybe? somewhere about there. A bit less crooked, of course. Now we get way too much stuff on. Okay, yeah, caught on the Y there. I'll get the roof in on all of this. I don't know if I love that. Maybe we could have a backdrop in there. I don't need this though. Then you have even less to catch up with. That's great. Okay. So where is the second mutable borrow? So this is the second mutable borrow is down here. So first mutable borrow occurs here, right? Let's on blah. And then the second mutable borrow is here. That is confusing the sockets out of me. Where are we borrowing the tree a second time? We're not. This is not that tree, okay? Wait. Yes, I'm an idiot. Don't tell anyone. There we go. Okay, so closure requires states. This, however, might be problematic. Yeah, there we go. You certainly have to move more yourself. If you stand still, you're gonna get lower back pain and feet pain. So you're not supposed to stand for like hours at end. But yeah, you certainly should move around quite a bit. All right. Let's see. So this is because we have the loop. Although we're not really borrowing the tree here more than once, are we? Although we're passing in the event context here. Which obviously makes no sense. So we need to take the tree out of the event context. That is okay. Okay. Whoops. All right, so this is getting better. Okay, I feel like we had something, and then I had to go and knacker this thing, didn't I? Explicit lifetime required on event context. Yeah, that I can understand, right? So we have the BP there, and that's gonna be the penultimate one. Okay, that one I'm on board with. All right, and then of course we have to do the same thing here. There we go. Oh yeah, having a manual standing desk, what a scam that's gonna be. I still don't like it. Hi. Dutch angle, a little bit uncomfortable for the mind. All right, that's a bit more normal. Well, synthesizing fat is fine, but lying in the couch is probably the reason why I am now in pain. Because the couch was full of knives. No, the lying in the couch is how you get kind of a bad back. You get a weak back from it, right? And I thought I was younger than I am, and then I hurt my back. And you know what's really cool? When you are somewhere with your wife, if you pull a muscle in your back and then you go somewhere with your wife and then you just stand there where she does all the heavy lifting, then you look really cool, and you can feel that everyone's judging you, but in a positive way, right? Stereotypes, man. Look at that guy, man. His wife does all the heavy lifting. And do you want to say anything? I hurt my back. Yeah, we don't want to hear it, okay? Anyway, no one cares. Letting your wife excite. Oh man, she's got plenty of independence. No, I have no say. I have no say in anything. I'm kidding. Well, I mean, I do have a say. There's just no one to listen to my say. I'm kidding again, of course. All right, we're gonna get. You know what? No, we're not gonna get rid of that. We're gonna have the default implementation. Okay, so I think we're making some strides with this thing now, right? Okay, so where's this gross loop then, right? Then we can get rid of all this. And if we can do this, then why don't we just do that? And then we change this to any focused, right? But if we're gonna do that, yeah, it's any focus. Hang on, I feel like there's a true and a false thing here that needs to be done. The pain. Come on. All right. So, change the plan. Okay. This thing now returns a value. Right. Okay, there we go. That's super cool, thanks. Nice try, BJ. Which is probably not what we should call you. Now we have to do this. Snap. Yep. Oh, I'm a bit jelly though, right? How was it? How was the Stremlax? I like that we have two contexts in our context. That's pretty hot. Hello, fungi. How you doing? Oh, I'm out of iced tea as well. Could this day get any worse? What's Stremlax? I think Stremlax is like a smoked fish, right? It's like a smoked salmon, is it? Stremlax nature. I am a stenographer. Okay, I can't read this. Yeah, I'll be on board with this thing. I normally want people to serve my food on what looks like a public picnic bench. Hello, Crispy. I'm good. How you doing? Smoked in stone oven. Ah. So, wait, this looks like proper smoked fish, right? But what's going on here? Stremlax with the cucumber salad? Man, I'm so good at German. Stremlax. Is it Stremelax maybe? Damn it. All right, German fail. Look at this thing. This is just one of those Ginsters things, right? This is just a pasty. Woodworking, nice. I bought a new blade today, Crispy. I got a new saw blade. My chop saw, I was gonna cut out a squat wedge, and my chop saw just turned the wood into black dust. And it's like, okay, maybe it's time to swap the blades out. Very good, Robert. No, we don't get no sponsors here at Lolly. Oh, we do have sponsors. We have the keyboard sponsor, okay? I have to do keyboard now because I mentioned my sponsor. Should we disallow components in loops entirely? Is this possible? No, I don't think we want to do that. What would be the reasoning for doing that? Yes, there is. We do that in the screen demo where we swap between two different views. Okay, so we have to build up the context here. No, this is dull, man. This thing has not been taken care of for years, man. It's seen a lot of use. I've cut metal with it as well. 48 teeth, I think. I looked at a 60 teeth blade today and I thought that would be a lot nicer cut, but it was more expensive and I'm just going to put in a new floor. So but that's what you have the prototype for. You make prototypes, not use individual components for that. Yeah, interesting, Crispy. I did not know that. Swapping between two different views is so you just load the template. Yeah. So in this case, is it in here? No. Oh, maybe it's just demo. No, it's not any of those. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Come on, man, give me a new one. Oh, it's in Rome. Has anyone seen Rome? Rome came in as a question one day. We named the project after Rome, and now this is the project I keep coming back to and making changes. So this is it, right? We're just alternating between screens. I can't run this now because I've broken everything, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, you get a cleaner cut with more teeth, right? It's now an error to use the component in both the if and else block. Interesting. Didn't think about that. You also, like, most likely if you get burn marks, if your wood turns black and starts smoking, it's a dull blade. And in this case, it was a really dull blade. Like I said, I've been cutting metal with it and everything. So yeah, it's seen better days. Enjoy, Enrico. I have to go and cook my tinga at some point, which reminds me. I'm just going by what I've read and what I've seen. Yeah, this was half a centimeter plywood. Okay, so I think we can agree that the blade is dull. Okay, so we need to generate the lol context here. That's what we need. Wow, look at that. But here's where the thing gets a little bit funky, right? I mean, we probably shouldn't call them A and B, right? That kind of just, you know, stands to reason. Okay, so then we can get rid of all this. But not quite. That's why. Done. Expected a unit. No. You're not expecting a unit type here. Are you supposed to return V? Ah, right. Okay, we have to change into an option. Right, so then we have to change this guy. But that should be true. And that should be false. because we're turning, should we continue? This thing can return something. A 12 teeth blade? Okay, hang on. Are we even talking about the same thing? That's a very small blade. It looks like. That can't be what you're using. That's a 12-inch blade with 60 teeth. Look at that. No, I trust you. I trust you. Why are we not getting an option back from this thing? Implicit returns a unit, but we're not implicit returning anything. There we go. That was the issue. Semicolons everywhere. Okay, so this gets rid of a lot of code. Like a lot of code. A lot of code. Okay, so then we have to transfer this up here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So we're kind of looking for this. Let's just grab one of these events, all right? Okay, that's part of associated events, so that will be a different. That's a resize event. We could probably do it for resize as well, but this one is probably the one we should be looking at. Hello, Danaka, how you going? What are you up to? Okay. So this thing should result in any event. Yes, that's what we want. But any event does not take the lol context, which of course you must know about. Oh, I've had such bad sleep the last few days. Baby starts soon. I don't know how long it takes to make. Okay. All right. We'll see after I've consumed large quantities of chicken. Where was my any event? I know, Johnny. I saw that. I have no reference to what that even means, right? I don't play the game. I just don't know what it is and what it does. It's just it's a house. I have no idea what the point of the house is or what the house was for or anything like that. No context, right? All right, so any event needs to take a lol context, assuming that we have everything we need in the lol context, all right? All right, we have state, elements, context, components. We have state, elements, context, components, and then the event is separate. It's good, yes, it is. Whoops. Look how nice and small that is. Whoops. Almost made a mistake there. Eh? Hello, Lobsang. How you doing? Where did this widget business come from? Huh? Where did the widget business come from? That's the elements. Yeah. And then we need to pass in the element as well. Now we need event context as well. I see. So it's like The Sims with guns. Got it. Expected a mutable event context. Well, I can understand why you'd expect that. So we're going to let you have that. And then we don't need any of this anymore, because it's all handled by that thing. Okay, then. Right. The event should not be on the event context, should it? I feel like that's missing the mark a little bit here. How can that be? So we have the event on there. Where do we build this up? That's just an input. Then you have to survive the spyware. That's the true survival game. In this game, you survive a Sony rootkit from the early 2000s. See, we put an event on there, which makes me a little bit concerned. So this should refer to the context event. Not that it matters, but we can. So we don't really need to pass the event in here. We can just use the context because it has the event already. Oh no, that's the lol context, you silly sausage. That is not where I was going with this. It's a different context. Ah, nice. Hello, X. Yes, it's Zola. Very easy to maintain. My crabby back. Okay, we're gonna get this compiling. So event context event. Are we ending up calling any event on this thing? No, we probably should just comment this out, all right? Eep. Where did you go? Right, so this thing is being a little bit angry. I did think that we managed to get far enough without any of this grief, but apparently... Is it the mouse event that's being a bit of a disaster? Wait, what? No. Don't do that. Don't do that, you sausage. Yeah. Oh no, hang on. That one has to have the reference, that's why. Where do you complain that this is immutable? It's the event. You know, if you're gonna be like that, then you can't have the event, okay? Gonna be like that, then you can't have it. Can't find the event. Okay, well... Can't find value event. Oh, right, even. Right, cool beans. What up, bean juice? There we go. So much less code. Okay, we're not quite done though. We got this thing here. But do we have the event context up here already? We sure do. What a wild ride we're on now, yeah? Okay, so here we have to use something different. Well, we seem to already have the widget ID. Yeah. Then let's use it then, right? Okay, here's the widget ID. So we're supposed to call any receive. Whoops. Okay, so what do we have in there? We're gonna have some lol context. We do need the name and the rest is probably part of the lol context, isn't it? Okay, what do you want then? You want the event ident and the value. Actually, that's called common val. Oh, really? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle then. Well, we have access to things in here, so let's not be too upset about this. Okay. Is that okay? Is that what you want? Hello, Oscar Allen. How you doing, by the way? Okay. Well, that's a problem then, isn't it? You sheep. All right. I have to go and cook some food. We are doing a short stream today. I don't like the stream setup, so I'm going to tear it down anyway. We're going to raid someone. I think we're going to raid who? Someone. We'll raid Johnson. All right. Yeah, he's doing things. All right. Sorry for the short stream. I need to keep working on my stream setup. But we shall be back. Maybe later tonight. We'll see how it goes, right? You guys have been great. Enjoy Justin's content. Bye for now.